Hi guys, it's Molly with Soul School Tarot and Astrology, and I am here with you tonight for a interactive intuitive tarot reading for this Venus and Neptune square Mars energy. Okay, so it's going to be, I think, pretty powerful aspect. It's going to be coming up again in June and then again in September. So definitely check out the astro forecast that I made for that. But I got done with that and I was just intuitively guided to put together this message for you guys. Now, I've been seeing a common theme coming up in several of my readings, and in fact I talk about this in the astro forecast. I actually use the myth of Cupid and Psyche to kind of explain the pattern that has been emerging in several of my tarot card readings over the last couple of moon cycles. Now, the Venus square Mars energy in and of itself shows some tension between masculine and feminine energies, whether it's in a relationship or within ourselves. The feminine energy is currently kind of being exalted by its conjunction with Neptune in Neptune's home sign of Pisces. So check out the video if you want to know more about those energies. But the way that the story has been playing out in short is about a situation, basically a situation in which a relationship fell apart. And the path that the feminine energy went on after the dissolution of that relationship was one of ascension. And the one that the masculine went on was sort of one of repenting. Okay? Kind of wanting to go back and have what it was that they lost. But having a hard time confronting things on the way. So, it's a common theme that's come up in several readings, and I'm sure it's playing out for all of you differently. It may, like I said, instead of being playing out in a relationship, it might not be a romantic relationship. It really could be a relationship with a family member, a friend, a child, a coworker. All right, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. And in fact, it might just be about your relationship with yourself. So that's what I want to go ahead and look at today. All right. So I would like to put together 3 different messages because, like I said, it plays out differently for everybody. And I've got those lined up, starting with my Vintage Wisdom Oracle. So if you'd like to choose intuitively based on number, this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. All of these are time stamped below. But if you would like a little more guidance, I'm going to go ahead and assign a crystal to each of these piles. So if you just want to go ahead and navigate to your reading, go ahead and do that now. But if you want a little more guidance, I have citrine for pile number 1, rutilated quartz for pile number 2, and African bloodstone for pile number 3. So go ahead and meditate on those. Breathe in if you like. Clear your mind of any worries, thoughts, expectations. Just kind of exhale all of those. All right. And now, if you feel like you'd like even a little more guidance, I'm going to go ahead and turn over each of these cards. Like I said, everything is timestamped below. So if you'd like to go ahead and navigate to those, please do. For pile number 1 and citrine, our theme is listening. For pile number 2, represented by rutilated quartz, our theme is abundance. And for pile number 3, represented by the African bloodstone, our theme is power. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready for pile number 1. Like I said, everything's timestamped below, so go ahead and navigate to whichever card you are feeling most drawn to at this time. Hi guys, welcome to pile number 1. This is the pile with the citrine stone. Okay, citrine is something that I chose actually because it's very good for just having some clear foresight, clarity of mind, also just kind of opening things up for communication. Because the card for pile number 1 is the theme for this reading is listening. So the energy right now between Venus and Mars is it's an aspect called a square. A square is all about tension that we can grow from. All right, so this kind of points to where is tension coming from, either within your relationship or within yourself, and it has to do with communication. All right, so this person seems to be a little closed off. I mean, honestly, the energy that I'm getting from her is she really doesn't want to talk about things because she feels like she's not willing to negotiate her own truth right now. But I feel like this particular truth is coming from a place that's a little guarded. All right. It looks to me, you know, she's sitting in the woods, and I feel like her goal is to kind of come down this path, but she sat down and she's kind of just being stubborn. And I feel like all these messages, all these birds are coming in, giving her the information that she needs to move forward, and she's just not listening to them. All right. So, like I said in the introduction, this may be about a relationship. It may be about the divine feminine and divine masculine within you. But I'm going to go ahead and explore this theme a little further. And I'm going to let my Bianco Nero deck represent the feminine energies at work. And my Cosmic Tarot is going to represent the masculines. Okay. These are sort of just, I call them my twin decks. All right. I actually purchased the Bianco Nero specifically to be a companion to the Cosmic Tarot, and they work together so very well. Bianco Nero deck that I'm shuffling right now. Look at that. Okay, you guys, stop. Wait a second. This one has a very clearly feminine energy, and this is one of the few decks I have with a very clearly masculine one. So if you watched my, or listened to the astro forecast for this, I talk about some of the tarot cards that have been coming up again and again in these readings, all right? The Tower card is Mars energy, all right? So something within the feminine is presenting as masculine energy. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, that's actually very, very good during this time. You just want to make sure the Tower is not the most stable card. So you definitely want to make sure that that is, if it's something that you're trying to repress, it's definitely going to come out in an explosive way. So make sure that you're giving voice to whatever it is that you're feeling. Okay. So thank you, divine spirits of love and light, ancestors, allies, and guides. Please help me to shape the best message to sort of portray what are the energies carried by the feminine in this reading. I'll take 2. All right. I'm going to get another shuffle on. Okay. The general feeling that I get is that this is actually, wow, this is a very interesting. I could see it going both ways. All right. So in my mind, in this listening card, we have two people. The person is one of them, and the birds represent the other. And I think that the person may actually be representing the masculine in this situation, and the birds may be representing the feminine. Okay. Yeah. Wow. We have the Queen of Swords here. So I do feel like the feminine is, it really honestly, it could go both ways. All right. Relationship roles, it's always in a collective reading and a general reading. Relationship roles can be reversed. Okay. So the feminine energy doesn't need to be like the female. There might not be a female in this relationship, right? But one of you is going to carry more of a feminine energy at this time while the other is carrying a more masculine one. Okay. So the Queen of Swords could be somebody who's standing in her truth. All right. She can also be somebody who's cut somebody out. All right. So what I see here is a lack of communication and a desire to move forward on one's path, possibly alone, definitely alone if needed. Okay. The reason I say that is we have the Five of Pentacles here. This is somebody who's feeling out in the cold. All right. I do feel like I said, this could be the person who's stubborn and sitting still and refusing. Actually, that's not who this is. Because this person, the feminine, wants to go down the path. All right. I feel like this is the masculine energy that won't budge right now. Okay. But this feminine is feeling left out in the cold, feeling like there's just like this is not a situation where there's cooperation at work. And this Three of Wands is just kind of wanting to turn your back to that and look at, okay, well, then where is there that I can go alone as this hermit? I'm just going to go ahead and go on my path alone as this hermit because there's no truth. There's no clarity. There's no communication in this situation at this point in time. Okay? I do believe that this person has made attempts to communicate that were maybe not met by the other partner. Yeah, she's tired of worrying about this. Wow. We do have the Lovers. Okay. So beneath the Queen, here's the series that we have. All right. She's being logical and rational about this. Okay. She's putting aside any unwanted fears because they're not getting her anywhere. Okay. All right. She has to, things are not moving along on their own. She's done what she could do to try to affect the situation. So she's making the choice to move forward, possibly on her own. Okay. Because of this hermit here. Let's see where our masculine energies are at. So our masculine energies at this time. Wow, I'm not surprised. Wow. All right, we're going to take all these. Wow, stop it. Okay. Look, you guys, we have some inversions. Uh-oh. Okay. So, all right. Let's look at what we've got here. That's the same. Five of Pentacles on his side is reversed. All right. I feel like he wants to move out of this state where there's no communication. It really does make him unhappy. Okay. He's not in a happy state right now. Okay. But there's also some stubbornness. That's the Hierophant. That's Taurus. All right, about what one believes is right and wrong. Okay, there's some guilt and some regret. All right, that's what this person is having a hard time. That's what's got this person so closed up. I feel like there's been multiple attempts at communication, and I feel like this person is just kind of trapped in a negative mindset. Seven of Swords can be stealing something from yourself. Yep. Ruining it by being stuck in a mindset. Okay. Another confirmation. She has the Ace of Swords reversed and he has his upright. Okay. The information that she needed for her to really be able to make a clear decision about this relationship has not come to her, but he seems to have made some sort of realization that he had an opportunity. This is that story that he had an opportunity to really build and grow and learn, not just from this person, but with this person. But it wasn't something that was able to materialize into a long-term relationship, into something stable. All right? So, I'd like to see what are his desires moving forward. That came out almost immediately. Can I get more information? Wow. He does not. Wow. She had the Nine of Swords reversed. Oh, snap. Yeah. I'm going to stop after that. Okay. Yeah, he's not very optimistic at this point. Okay. He's not feeling very motivated. He's not feeling very optimistic. I don't think he really sees there being a chance. All right. There's a lot of concerns because you know what he sees? He sees her empressing. He sees her doing fine just on her own. Look at that beautiful Empress energy. That came out with my Leos. All right. He sees a woman, this Queen of Pentacles, is somebody who knows their own value. And he sees it now too. He sees value in her that he didn't before, and he knows that she sees it in herself. And he's actually very worried about how to move forward. Okay? That's the energy that he's carrying in this current square. Let's see what her hopes are moving forward. Wow, stop it. They're mirroring each other. His hopes are the Ace of Wands reverse. He's having a hard time moving on. He doesn't know how to go back to her, but he also doesn't know how to move forward. She's ready to move forward. She's ready to move forward. Okay? All of this drama, all of this lack of emotional availability is creating this blockage. Okay? It's almost like these birds have said, okay, you know what? If you don't want to get up and go down this path with us, we're going to go down the path and have our own adventure. Okay? So, listening, it's all about communication, all right? Without it, I just don't see this going anywhere. She's going to move on and he's not going to be able to, all right? So, if you are the masculine in this situation, I definitely say that it's time for you to communicate your truth. If you are the feminine, I think you're doing the right thing. If you're not getting the information you need, if there's no, if there's no, absolutely no flow of emotions whatsoever, then yeah, that's blockage. You got to move on your way. All right. So best of luck to both of you. I hope this has been helpful. If you would like something more personal, definitely feel free to contact me at the information below for your own live or video reading. Thank you. All right, guys, this is for pile number 2. That's where you're intuitively guided if you chose the rutilated quartz or if you were drawn to the theme of abundance. Now, here's the catch. This is a really, really, really positive card, but the topic of the reading is this square energy that we've got going on between the feminine and the masculine energies, whether it's in a relationship or with one another. So, it's not so much telling that this is a female. It doesn't necessarily have to represent the feminine energy. Most of the figures in the card are females. I don't know if there are any males. Actually, I have to think. Yeah, there are a few. But she is definitely very, very abundant. Okay. Holding on to things. There's a couple ideas floating around about what she could do with all of this abundance. And I feel like that's where the conflict is coming up. Okay. All right. I feel like there's some sort of conflict either in how abundance is gained, how it's maintained, or what is done with that abundance. Okay. So that's the conflict that's going on either in this relationship or within yourself. If this is your message, I'm allowing the Bianco Nero to represent the feminine energy in this reading, and its masculine counterpart, the Cosmic Tarot, will be representing the masculine energy. So take it as it resonates. Of course, it's a collective reading. So if this doesn't resonate with you, check out the other piles. I mean, you can do that. Hit me up below, of course, if you're interested in a personal reading. All right. And so I'm getting intuitively a feeling that like the feminine has really been, she's got her beliefs. Okay. The feminine has really, if this is within a relationship, the feminine has done much to contribute to the value of the household or the relationship and wants to be valued in return. She believes very much that she is deserving of having some say in what goes on with the abundance. Okay. The King of Swords reverse energy tells me that she's maybe not communicating. She's having a very hard time taking this truth and really standing in it and defending it outwardly. Okay, so let's get a few more cards there. Wow. All right. Yeah, she sees a lack of justice. All right. Now there's hope in this situation. Okay, this all stems from a sense of hope and optimism. I'm being called to the fact that she's got her idea on a butterfly. She's got her eye on a butterfly right there. Okay, so this person, there's definitely a lack of justice here. Okay, she sees an imbalance. She feels that she's right, but she doesn't feel like, she may actually view the masculine in this situation as being the King of Swords reversed, somebody who's not very flexible with communication. But she doesn't feel like prosperity is being achieved in the way that she would like to see it, or maybe she doesn't feel like it's being shared equally between two parties. So she's really kind of coming at this situation with a lot of energy. Okay, not the clearest communication. It might be communication that's very sharp. It might be passive aggressive. It might be a withdrawal from communication. Okay, and just kind of it also, they're giving me that feeling of the Eight of Wands can be just kind of making the same argument over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, so I do believe that there's some validity to this, believing that she's right, but there's something wrong with the way that there's a breakdown in the communication. Okay, so let's see what the masculine energies are. Wow. Ace of Cups, that's very positive. Okay, that's definitely that's an open flow of emotions. Got the Eight of Wands in the middle of the deck right there. Okay, but also look, the King of Swords. All right, so let's see. Take a peek at the energies influencing this on his part. Okay, we have the Princess of Swords reversed and the Prince of Cups reversed. What's this? Popped right out. Seven of Wands. Okay, so now it's just two people just on they're just focused in such different directions right now. He's not even thinking about this. What he's thinking about is, I think there was some sort of miscommunication or missed communication. All right. So some sort of mix up, some sort of confusion, or maybe it's just honestly like a lack of interest about being open and communicating right now. All right. I feel like he's not trying to deal with emotional stuff right now. He's trying to back down from that because there are other things, other places that he's trying to put his energy right now in the 3D, in the mundane. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean that her concerns are not valid, but he's not really seeing them and recognize them. He's not understanding how valid they are to him. Okay. So this is just, it's kind of an annoyance to him. Sorry, I don't mean to call that out. Okay. He sees everything is fine between you two. He thinks, like, why is there this conflict? He's getting a little defensive, but look what he's got on the bottom of the deck too. You guys. Okay. You guys both might be going through change on your own, like within yourselves, but you guys are both hopeful. There's love here. This is divine love for one another. There's just a little bit of a breakdown in communication. Okay? He's stressed. Yeah. Oh my gosh. We got the Two of Cups here too. All right. All right. So she's going to give it another try. This is stressing him out. He doesn't want to put the energy into it. He's trying to do his best right now on his own. Here's the thing. If he's not recognizing her for her contributions, it's because it kind of gets to his ego a little bit. All right? As much as women are conditioned to believe that they need to depend on a man, and she's breaking away from that. She's saying, look at me. I'm contributing just as much as the other person in this relationship. At the same time, a lot of men are conditioned to believe that they should be, and they don't even realize that it's dumb. If you have a partner who is earning and bringing value into the relationship, kudos. Why are there any hang-ups whatsoever? So I feel like there's a blind spot here. Like, he doesn't really want to admit that he's bothered by it because it's dumb for him to be bothered by it. And it's part of his old self. He's ready to leave it behind. He just has to be able to call it out first, okay? So, again, go back to the astro forecast if you haven't watched it already, all right? Because this is how he's letting her down. He's just kind of not really able to look at that part of himself, but I also feel like she's not really doing the best. Like, there could be better communication happening here, okay? So best of luck to you. Of course, if this is something that is all within, it can be, there's a way to balance these energies out within yourself. So, all right, I hope that this has helped, and thank you so much for being here. Please definitely like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit me up with the information below if you'd like something more personal. Hi guys, this is your reading for pile number 3. If that's the number you're intuitively drawn to, or if you chose the African bloodstone, or were drawn to the theme of power, okay? Now, of course, the focus of this whole reading is the square between Venus and Mars. So we're looking at tension between the masculine and feminine energies, whether within or in a relationship, that has a tremendous potential for growth, okay? This is about a power struggle, okay, within a relationship. Somebody is really doing their best to follow their true north. I feel like maybe both people are. But at the same time, the angel wings are dark angel wings. So there's definitely some shadow self at play, okay? Some part of ourselves that we don't necessarily want to look at head on, but doing so would be, again, like tremendously beneficial at this time, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and let the Bianco Nero Tarot deck represent the feminine energy in this relationship, or whoever is in the feminine position. We got the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. That's a good sign. Ooh, hey now. This is a feeling of power. This is a feeling of power. I like this. Now, it's a collective reading. If this one doesn't resonate with you, check out the others. Definitely poke around at other readings on the channel. If you have not already seen the astro forecast for this aspect, please definitely do that. So these cards that I'm seeing on the bottom of the deck as I shuffle, King of Wands, the Fool, Ace of Wands, this is all about positivity, a feeling of power, of wanting to move forward. But they were showing me the Eight of Swords, which is about not seeing things clearly. Okay, I want to clarify again, the feminine, this feminine energy may actually not be the female in the relationship. There may not even be a female in your relationship, but take it as it resonates. Okay, so let's go ahead. I want to get more info on this Seven of Wands before I speak, because I was feeling a little bit of defensive energy, not really being comfortable with the way that things are right now. What is the blockage? Yeah, this is the one. Hold on, I'll talk about that. Okay. Ooh, eek. And I need one more to finish this out. That's where it's at. Okay, so there's some sort of self-sabotaging behavior, something that says in some way she feels like her abundance is being blocked, like her creativity is blocked, maybe the flow of emotion is being blocked. Okay, but there's definitely some defensiveness going on. This is somebody, typically in the Seven of Wands, you have somebody who's standing their ground while being attacked. This person looks to me that they're moving forward toward, like, through obstacles. Okay, rather than these six wands coming at the one person is trying to move forward, and there's just so much resistance, and they're having a hard time. She's having a hard time seeing it from a higher perspective. All right, there's so many things that she could potentially do with this new energy, with this wand, but all of this blockage is keeping it from happening. There's some real serious inner defensiveness. Okay, I don't know why I got called to pull that, but it's the Nine of Swords reversed. Okay, she wants to get through this. She wants to figure out what's the blockage so she can move forward. All right, let's see what energy the masculine is carrying at this time. This is my Cosmic Tarot. Always like a good shuffle. Okay, thank you, Divine Spirits of Love and Light, Ancestors, Love and Guides. Now, that was the full reverse at the bottom of that one. He's not trying. Ooh, eek. All right. Let's get some. Ooh, Five of Swords is at the bottom here. Okay. So, what's going on with you guys? Are we... All right, yes. All right. This is actually somewhat similar, I think. No, I think it's not even about abundance so much. Abundance was the pile number 2. So, it's kind of a similar thing. He's showing me... I keep getting the Wheel of Fortune. Look at this. All right. All right. All right. There's a lot of... He's going through a lot right now. Okay. We have the Empress and the Emperor reversed. So this is the first time we've gotten both the Empress and the Emperor. And each one is showing up in its own domain, but it is reversed. Okay. So there's a blockage of feminine energy and a blockage of masculine energy. And then each of those ends in this Five of Swords. So they're kind of doing it to themselves. Nobody's really winning in this situation. It's a power struggle. She doesn't feel empowered. He doesn't feel empowered. Wow. We got the Death card and the Two of Cups reversed on his side. This may be a relationship that's coming to an end. This may be one that's coming to an end. Because we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool. All right? And here's the thing. But the Chariot. Okay? This person wants to move forward, but they're not moving forward from a position of strength. They're being emotionally reactive to this situation. Okay? So rather than confronting it head on, they're kind of spinning their wheels. Okay? Which means if this Emperor energy cuts free from this situation without resolving it, it's going to follow him around. Okay? This Death card in the Two of Cups reverse may be that he's just going through a transformation that has kind of altered. It's changed the fact they're not really as compatible as they used to be. I have to be honest, I don't feel a lot of positivity about this one. Okay? This is the kind of tension that I don't foresee the relationship growing from, but I see each individual person growing from this. Can I get information on where the Empress, how this moves the Empress forward? Okay. That wanted to come out. All right. Wow. Wow. Stop it. You got 9 of Cups down there, okay? Empress, this is moving you towards your wish fulfillment. This is an Emperor reversed. This is strength reversed. Okay? What this situation is moving you towards is strength upright, the Emperor upright. Okay? All right? Yes, look at that. All right? There is hope. You guys can move towards this. I think that, unfortunately, something I want you to pay attention to is any feelings you have about not wanting to be single right now, not feeling fully capable of standing on your own. Okay? What direction is this energy pulling the masculine, and where is this leading our masculine energy? 10 of Swords. He wants an end to this. He wants to stop being in this stressful situation. Okay. 4 Cups, and can I get one more? Ooh, couple. All right. This person just really kind of knows that their heart is elsewhere. All right. I feel like he's going to learn about himself by walking away from this, and she's going to walk into that which he cannot provide for her. All right. But what's going on right now is, rather than each individual person coming together, having the conversation that would lead to this ending, what's going on is a power struggle. But why are you fighting for that power? The power lies moving forward on your own path. That's where the power lies. All right? You're both coming at this with the 5 of Swords. You're both stabbing yourselves in the foot while you're trying to walk away. Okay? Turn, face your partner, have the conversation that you need to have. Focus. I think you guys are both focused more on your future than you are on your past. And I think that's probably the best way to approach this situation and to move forward. Okay? I hope this has been helpful. Definitely comment below if it resonated. Like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for being here, and I wish you nothing but the absolute best.